Yes guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome to the George Benson Football Channel. Today we have got 2 videos coming out before the match against Lille tonight and then 6 things we learned after. This is going to be a little bit of a rant. I need to do it in I'm just going to let myself speak unedited and get this off my chest because last night I went out to the pub with a mate of mine. We watched Cheltenham races. Was fun, had a couple of Cosmopolitans, was having a wonderful day. That's why I'm on the waters today. At the same time, I come home, get myself a little bit of late night grub, as you do, and then, as I think the majority of Chelsea fans are doing right now, we let ourselves get immersed in our situation. And as fans, we're not powerless. And especially here on GBFC, I've chosen to keep you guys updated day by day with what I know, the speculation, how I feel about it, and my opinions. And last night, I came back and I did what you really shouldn't do if you care about your sanity, which is to go onto Twitter on the old telephone and sit there for 4 hours trying to read everything, trying to appease people who might not like your opinion, deleting tweets. I was just doing everything, and then it got to 5 o'clock this morning and I'm sat there thinking, bloody hell, I feel like crap about this situation. What can I do about it? So went for a coffee this morning, had a bit of breakfast, had a little bagel with some bacon and eggs inside, and I come to the conclusion that actually how I want to portray my feelings right now in a video is to really rant here, because at this moment in time I do believe that the whole purpose of what has led to Chelsea Football Club being in the situation they're in, which has now allowed fans to be in the situation we're in now, where some of us are worried that the club might go into administration. Some of us, as Chelsea fans, only care about who's got the most money to take over the club. Some of us, just like the manager and the players and everybody else taking interviews, just wants to focus on the football. But unfortunately, no matter which one of those you're in and what you want to care about you're in right now, Chelsea are in the headlines everywhere. And unfortunately, I believe that it's gone past the point now where the UK government were trying to make a stand by sanctioning and punishing Roman Abramovich, and in the process of doing so, it would have added some serious business onto Chelsea that we would have needed to attend to, which is, you no longer have your billionaire owner, Roman Abramovich, at the helm at your club. So what are you going to do about that? Well, okay, the UK government are going to take control of everything. We're not talking a pittance here. We're not talking a couple of Kinder Buenos. We're talking billions of pounds. Roman Abramovich is not going to receive any of it. And as far as I'm aware, I've seen a couple of pictures of him in airports. He looks a little bit stressed out, as you would be. And again, there is a bigger picture here. There is a bigger story. The reason the UK government did this is because of Roman Abramovich's supposed involvement in the financing of Russia, and obviously Putin has decided to go and start a war on Ukraine. As much as we have spoke about this many, many times about what's right, what's wrong, I think fundamentally, across everybody in the world believes right now that what is happening is wrong. And I also said from day one that Roman Abramovich does not really have a leg to stand on when it comes to remaining as Chelsea's owner. From the moment this happened, it was inevitable that Chelsea would need to be sold. However, what I feel like it's gone to at this point, where we've been talking about this now for 10 days, 2 weeks, whatever, I do feel as though the agenda that we have always talked about regarding Chelsea, it has become now so blatant, so obvious that even journalists who are reporting on Chelsea are being abused, because it seems like people are asking questions to try and trip up the manager and continue to slate the club, which isn't entirely true in every sense. But at the same time, Chelsea are the hot topic right now, and unfortunately, I feel as though the name of the club is being dragged through the mud far more than what the original purpose of the punishment should have been towards Roman Abramovich. I agree that sanctions needed to be made, but I also sit here every single day looking through Twitter, watching YouTube videos, listening to pundits slate Chelsea Football Club, just absolutely dragging us through the dirt. And it's got to a point now where I'm starting to wonder, when you look at the issues regarding the FA Cup game against Middlesbrough. Let's talk about that, shall we? Because it is hot topic again. We put in a request to play the game behind closed doors. I've got to tell you my thoughts on this. That is ridiculous. It's got nothing to do with Middlesbrough. It's not Middlesbrough's fault that Chelsea are going through the situation they're going through now. So, Championship side, FA Cup quarter-final, at their home ground, their fans should all be there in numbers. The 4,200 tickets, I think that was the number, that Chelsea were allocated for this game, Chelsea fans should be there too. And bloody hell, we would have been there. We would have all been there. I wouldn't have been, because I'm living in flipping Bali and going to Middlesbrough. It's a bit difficult. At this moment in time, Chelsea were only able to sell 600 tickets, and then we weren't allowed to sell any more. Now, I mentioned this a couple of times, and you guys in the comments seem to have agreed with what I have to say. If the UK government really cared about making a stand to punish Roman Abramovich, the punishment is there now. The man is going to lose billions. He's lost his club. You punished him now. Why does the name of Chelsea Football Club need to continue to be punished? Fans, why do we still need to be punished? Why can't the government give the tickets away? Or better still, sell the tickets and donate the money to people that need it in Ukraine? But is that going to happen? I don't think so. I'd like to think it did. And if it did, I would hold my hands up and say, that is a good move. I take back any criticism and skepticism I had about the real integrity behind how you are now acting as a result of trying to alleviate the stress and the punishment on Chelsea as an entity. Because at this moment in time, Roman Abramovich, the club hasn't been sold. He's not going to get the money. So he's already been punished enough. At this moment, any sanctions that continue to be held against Chelsea, I understand it from the principal point of Russian money in this club for a long time. That could have been something that was wrong even before Putin went and invaded Ukraine and started a war. I'm absolutely aware of all of this. However, there is also a question that needs to be asked about if we're going to continue to punish Chelsea, I believe that they are definitely thinking of ways to help solve the issue. Because right now you've got Thomas Tuchel, Kai Havertz saying, I'll pay for my own flights. I will drive myself to Lille. I'll drive myself to Middlesbrough. This is not how it should be. And I think the longer this goes on, the more frustrating this is going to become. And the more people are going to really start to believe that actually it's no longer about doing the right thing and the government trying to sanction Abramovich. Is it? At some point, we have to ask the question of maybe Chelsea Football Club are taking far too much of the slack as a result of this situation now. There's got to be a way that we can alleviate some of these ridiculous sanctions against travelling. There's got to be a way fans can attend matches. People's livelihoods are affected by this. And okay, I understand it. We might seem to think that Chelsea Football Club deserve to be able to do everything as normal. We get that's not going to be the case. But the media are out to get us. Pundits are out to get us left, right and centre. Journalists are talking so much trash about Chelsea Football Club. And as a fan, and as I guess you could say a journalist, I don't really know if I'm a journalist or not. I don't really go digging for information. I just report my opinions on it. But I tell you what, I'd much rather hold my integrity and tell you lot how I feel about this right now, because I believe it's gone past the point of politics now. The politics, the football, it's always going to be intertwined. It was always going to be intertwined since 2003 when Roman Abramovich came in, took over, spent all of that money at Chelsea, and questions were asked about where that money's from. Is it clean? I'm getting stressed about the whole thing, guys. I really am. And I wanted to just let it off here because I see you guys' tweets. I see the opposition to what I'm saying right now. People think that, you're just used to success. You're used to seeing Chelsea operate and be one of the biggest clubs in the world. Yeah, I am. We're European champions. We're world champions. And to finish this point in this video today, I believe that we need to act now. The government need to act now. The Premier League need to act now to ensure that Chelsea don't continue to be punished, that fans don't continue to be punished, because there is a little bit too much bias against Chelsea right now. United fans throwing water bottles at Simeone last night. You guarantee if that happened at Stamford Bridge against Newcastle at the weekend, or even tonight in Lille, front page news probably. But yeah, everyone's against us. It's always the way. Thank you guys for watching. Lille preview coming out later. Please let me know your current thoughts and emotions in the comments down below. I don't know if this video made that much sense, but I wanted to post it anyway because I was absolutely just clawing last night. But yeah, Lille tonight, massive game. Preview out soon. See you guys there.